Have you ever stood at a crossroads of emotion, caught in a moment where someone's words or actions undermined your worth? Perhaps it was a sharp quip in a crowded room or a dismissive gesture in a professional setting. The sting of public disrespect is a universal experience, yet few of us know how to navigate such moments with the grace and strength they demand. In these instances, it's easy to react impulsively, snapping back, retreating into silence, or letting the sting linger. But have you ever considered that these uncomfortable moments hold a profound opportunity to affirm your self-worth and command genuine respect? Stoic philosophy, rooted in the timeless teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, offers us tools to transform these moments into something greater. It reminds us that respect is not seized through aggression or begged for through submission. It is cultivated through the quiet power of self-mastery and intentional action. The Stoics understood that the way we respond to external challenges speaks volumes about our inner strength. They taught that while we cannot control the actions of others, we have absolute dominion over our reactions, and therein lies our strength. Imagine this. A colleague mocks your idea in a meeting, or a friend makes a cutting remark at your expense in a social gathering. In that instant, your emotions flare, and you're tempted to lash out or retreat. But what if, instead of surrendering to the impulse of the moment, you could stand rooted in calmness, your very demeanor silencing the noise around you? What if your quiet confidence, born of self-respect, could shift the balance of power in your favor, not through dominance, but through poise and clarity of purpose? In this exploration, we delve into strategies inspired by Stoic wisdom that can help you navigate moments of disrespect with a steady heart and a composed mind. These methods are not mere social tricks but reflections of a deeper philosophy of life. A commitment to living with intentionality, upholding your values, and embodying the principles of self-respect and resilience. With these tools, you can turn even the most challenging encounters into opportunities to reinforce your self-worth and command respect, not by seeking it, but by embodying it. Let us begin this journey into the art of commanding respect with the timeless insights of Stoicism, where every action is a testament to your inner fortitude and a declaration of the values that define you. Part 1. Understanding the roots of disrespect. Why do we find ourselves in situations where others undermine or belittle us? Is it because we are unworthy of respect, or is there something deeper at play? More often than not, disrespect arises not from personal animosity, but from a subtle opportunism inherent in human nature. Some people attempt to elevate their own status by diminishing others, believing that making someone else seem small will enhance their own image. This behavior is not confined to boardrooms or social gatherings. It can manifest anywhere, from family dinners to casual conversations. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human behavior, taught us that respect cannot be demanded or coerced. It is earned through how we conduct ourselves. Marcus Aurelius aptly wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle reminds us that while we cannot control the intentions or actions of others, we can control how we respond to them. The secret to commanding respect lies not in retaliating against every slight, but in consistently embodying dignity, calmness, and self-assurance. When someone disrespects you, they often seek to provoke an emotional reaction, a display of anger, frustration, or defensiveness. Such reactions not only validate their behavior, but also hand them control of the situation. The key is to recognize these provocations for what they are: external events beyond your control. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause and remind yourself of your intrinsic worth. Ask yourself, does this moment define who I am, or is it merely a reflection of the other person's insecurities? By shifting your focus inward and maintaining a composed demeanor, you assert your boundaries without uttering a word. Respect is not granted to those who demand it, but to those who embody it, who demonstrate through their actions and presence that they will not be easily shaken by cheap remarks or petty provocations. The next time you face disrespect, resist the urge to meet aggression with aggression. Instead, see it as an opportunity to practice self-mastery, turning a potentially disempowering moment into a testament to your strength and resilience. Through this lens, the disrespect of others ceases to be a source of humiliation and becomes a chance to affirm your values and your self-worth. This is the foundation of commanding respect in any environment, grounded not in external validation, but in the unshakable confidence of knowing who you are. Part 2. The power of first impressions. First impressions are the silent architects of how others perceive us. They lay the foundation for relationships, influence, and even respect. Yet, many fail to realize that these moments are shaped less by what we say and more by how we carry ourselves. In Stoic philosophy, our actions are seen as reflections of our inner values, a principle that is profoundly relevant when considering how to project confidence and command respect through first impressions. Picture a moment. You enter a room filled with unfamiliar faces. Someone approaches to greet you, extending their hand. If you remain seated, offer a fleeting glance, and mumble a casual greeting, what message are you sending? Perhaps unintended, but the impression conveyed is one of disinterest or even disregard. Contrast this with a different scenario. You rise to your feet, look them directly in the eye, and offer a firm handshake accompanied by a genuine smile. The difference is profound, not just in how they perceive you, but in the respect you subtly assert for yourself and the other person. The Stoics believe that our actions, no matter how small, carry weight. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This wisdom applies here. Small gestures, like standing up to greet someone, are not mere formalities but powerful expressions of respect and readiness. They signal to others that you value their presence and your own, setting a tone of mutual respect. This principle isn't limited to handshakes or greetings. It extends to every facet of your demeanor, how you walk into a room, how you maintain eye contact, and even how you respond to interruptions. Each action speaks volumes, often louder than words. As the Stoics taught, these behaviors reflect your internal state. A calm, confident presence reveals a mind that is centered and assured. To incorporate this practice into your daily life, begin with mindfulness. Pay attention to your posture, your eye contact, and your engagement with others. In every interaction, act with intention. Stand tall, meet gazes with steadiness, and communicate with clarity, not for show, but as an authentic extension of your self-respect. In doing so, you embody the essence of Stoicism, mastering yourself to influence the world around you. First impressions are not about grand gestures or ostentation, but about quiet confidence and respect that emanates from within. Remember, the way you present yourself is a reflection of your values and a testament to the respect you command without uttering a single word. Part 3. Navigating public humiliation with poise. In the delicate balance of social interactions, few moments feel as disorienting as being the target of a joke designed to humiliate. These situations can leave you reeling, caught between the impulse to retaliate and the desire to retreat. However, Stoic philosophy offers a third option, one rooted in calmness, self-control, and a deep understanding of your own worth. When faced with such moments, the way you choose to respond has the power to redefine the entire dynamic, shifting it from one of embarrassment to one of quiet triumph. Imagine sitting with a group of friends, and someone suddenly shares an embarrassing story about you, framing it as humor at your expense. The room erupts in laughter, and all eyes turn to you, anticipating a reaction. In this moment, the natural instinct might be to lash out, defend yourself, or perhaps shrink into silence. But the Stoics would advise a different path. one that not only preserves your dignity but subtly reclaims control of the situation. Instead of reacting emotionally, you pause, smile, and calmly ask them to repeat the joke. Your tone is neutral, almost curious. This simple act disrupts the flow of the moment. Suddenly, the joke loses its sting. The storyteller, forced to recount their words, may falter under the weight of awkwardness as their attempt at humor falls flat. The laughter dwindles, and the power dynamic shifts. Without raising your voice or engaging in confrontation, you have turned the tables, asserting your composure and strength. This strategy exemplifies a cornerstone of Stoicism, mastering your emotions in the face of external provocations. As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By refusing to meet humiliation with anger or defensiveness, you demonstrate an unshakable sense of self-worth. You show the world, and yourself, that your value is not dictated by others' opinions or attempts to undermine you. The beauty of this approach lies in its elegance. It avoids escalation while making it clear that you will not be diminished. It also sends a subtle yet powerful message. You are in control of your emotions and the situation. Over time, this kind of response not only commands respect but also sets a precedent for how others interact with you. To implement this in your own life, remember that you are not obligated to react on impulse. Pause, breathe, and let your response be deliberate. Use calmness as a tool to defuse tension and silence as a weapon to highlight inappropriate behavior. In doing so, you transform moments of potential humiliation into opportunities to assert your dignity and reinforce your self-respect. Public humiliation, when met with composure, becomes a stage to showcase the strength of your character. By mastering the art of responding with poise, you rise above the provocation and command a level of respect that mere words could never achieve. Part 4. Deflecting provocation with subtle mastery. Few situations test our composure more than deliberate provocation. A pointed remark, a subtle jab, or an outright insult can feel like a direct attack on our dignity. The natural response is to fight back, to defend ourselves against the perceived affront. Yet, as the Stoics understood, true strength lies not in engaging with the provocation, but in rising above it with grace and intentionality. When someone seeks to provoke you, the most powerful response is often the simplest. Redirect the energy and maintain control. Picture this: you're at a gathering, and a relative makes a sly comment about a personal shortcoming, intending to spark a reaction. All eyes shift to you, waiting to see how you'll respond. The tension builds, and for a moment, it feels as though they've succeeded in throwing you off balance. But instead of reacting defensively or retaliating, you pause, smile gently, and ask a neutral question like, "Does anyone know a good spot for coffee nearby? I've been meaning to try something new." This subtle shift in the conversation does more than diffuse the tension. It disarms the provocateur. By steering the focus away from their attempt, you deny them the satisfaction of seeing you flustered. The group, no longer fixated on the comment, moves on, leaving the instigator momentarily off balance. This approach isn't just tactful, it's transformative. It demonstrates that your peace of mind isn't easily shaken and that you refuse to be a pawn in someone else's emotional game. The brilliance of this strategy lies in its simplicity and alignment with Stoic principles. Epictetus reminded us, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. By redirecting the energy of the moment, you assert control over your own emotions and the dynamics of the situation. It's a quiet but profound act of self-mastery, showcasing your ability to focus on what truly matters. This technique requires subtlety and authenticity. The question or comment you choose should feel natural, seamlessly integrating into the flow of conversation. Done correctly, it shifts the narrative without drawing attention to the redirection itself. Over time, Mastering this skill cultivates a reputation for composure, earning you respect and admiration from those around you. In moments of provocation, remember that you hold the power to choose your response. Deflecting with a neutral question not only preserves your dignity but reinforces your inner strength. It's a reminder, both to yourself and others, that you are the master of your emotions, capable of maintaining grace even when challenged. By practicing this art, you transform moments of negativity into opportunities to project confidence and poise, embodying the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. Part 5. Walking away to preserve self-respect. There are moments in life when the most profound statement you can make is not with words, but with your feet. Walking away from a situation where you are disrespected, undervalued, or intentionally ignored is not an act of weakness. It is an assertion of your self-worth. The Stoics believe that respect begins with how you choose to treat yourself, and sometimes the most dignified action is to leave an environment that fails to honor your value. Consider this scenario. You are in a meeting where your ideas are consistently dismissed without consideration. Despite your efforts to contribute meaningfully, the dynamic remains unbalanced, with others openly disregarding your input. The frustration builds, and you start to question your place at the table. Yet, instead of fighting for attention or shrinking into silence, you make a deliberate choice. With calm resolve, you decide to walk away, not in anger, but in clarity, knowing that your energy is better spent in spaces where your contributions are respected. This is not a decision made lightly, nor is it a retreat. It is a strategic withdrawal, grounded in the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control. As Marcus Aurelius advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Walking away signifies that you will not allow others to dictate your worth. It is a declaration that you value your peace and dignity above the validation of those who fail to see your worth. The power of walking away lies in its quiet strength. It does not seek to create drama or demand attention. Instead, it communicates boundaries without needing to explain them. Over time, this practice builds an unshakable inner foundation. It reminds you that your value is not determined by others' recognition, but by your own acknowledgement of your worth. To apply this principle in life, reflect on the spaces and relationships that consistently diminish you. Are your efforts met with indifference or disdain? If so, recognize that staying is not an obligation, it is a choice. Choose instead to invest your time and energy in environments that uplift and respect you. Walking away is not about surrender, but about self-preservation. It is about understanding that your presence holds value, and that it is not to be wasted in places that refuse to see it. By leaving with grace, you set a powerful example, not just for others, but for yourself. You reinforce the truth that respect begins within, and by honoring your boundaries, you cultivate a life aligned with the principles of Stoic wisdom. Conclusion. Respect is not a commodity to be demanded, nor is it something you can seize through force or manipulation. It is a natural byproduct of living with integrity, calmness, and an unwavering commitment to your values. As we've explored, the wisdom of Stoicism teaches us that the power to command respect lies within our control, shaped by how we carry ourselves, how we respond to challenges, and how we uphold our self-worth in all circumstances. Every interaction, every response, and every decision you make is an opportunity to embody the principles of Stoic philosophy. Whether it's standing tall during a greeting, maintaining composure in moments of humiliation, redirecting provocations with quiet confidence, or choosing to walk away from disrespect, each choice reflects your mastery of self. Over time, these habits don't just earn you the respect of others, they solidify the most important respect of all, the respect you hold for yourself. As you continue on your journey of personal growth and self-mastery, remember that the Stoic path is one of consistency and intention. It requires effort, mindfulness, and a dedication to living in alignment with the values you hold dear. but the rewards are profound: a life of inner peace, resilience, and a respect that naturally emanates from the strength of your character. If you found this exploration meaningful, I invite you to join a community of like-minded individuals seeking wisdom, growth, and clarity. By subscribing to this channel, you take an active step toward enriching your journey with insights that inspire and empower. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new video that could provide the perspective or guidance you need in your own life. Your engagement matters. Share your thoughts, stories, and triumphs in the comments below. Your journey might inspire someone else on theirs. Together, let's continue to learn, grow, and embody the timeless principles of Stoicism. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Remember, respect begins with you. Take the first step today.